Good afternoon. We are live at the Greensboro, North Carolina, and we are right now on the team female for the stage 2 of the World Ninja League finalists. So right now we're in the wave right now. So here's the lineup going on for competitors here for the females here. Starting up is Hillia Lombard, followed by Jordan Moosehouse. Jillian Cooper is followed next, and then Morgan Cooper as well. Gianna Dellinger is next in line. It's Niala Lee Blank, Noga Singer, Melody O'Brien, Lucy Hunt, Elizabeth Cunningham, Mafra Kessler, Lucille Campion, Emma Biograd, and then Riley Irwin is on the first 14 runners for this later this afternoon. So anyhow, so here's a rundown for the stage 2 obstacles here for the team females are going to tackle. There will be declining skateboard, bow tie, switchback, tilting block, gatekeeper, tipping, salmon ladder, padlock, and mouse trap. So all will be in and up. Starting off right now is Freya Lombard from Plattsburgh, Rhode Island, and she's 14 years old from the Battalion Obstacle Fitness. And the ladies will have 2 minutes and 45 seconds to go. 2 minutes and 45 seconds for the time limit.
Yeah. And hit, run, and foul. Yeah, we're good.
So right now there are a couple of technical difficulties, but we are ready to go right now as Freya Lombard's leading things off. And we're ready. 3, 2, 1. Onto declining skateboard and go through and onto the bow tie. Shanicia Lachey transfers there to the left, from my left to the right, and able to manage on the second bow tie. Little correction. Oh, needs a dismount. Nicely done. And onto the switchback. Oh, little bit hang up here, but able to correct herself, and got a blue slots here. And to the second board. There's a little bit power here. Nicely done, got the slots. And the last one, nicely done on the back. It's a dismount. Nicely done onto the tilting block, but this time it is a facing horizontal and onto the gatekeeper. Nicely done. Needs a bit lift herself up here in order to make a dismount. Oh, and save herself here. And now try to lift her up again here because she almost fell to touch the floor here. And she's fighting through all over it. Try to manage to go for a dismount. And she saved herself for that one. And right now she has 1 minute to go. And now with the tipping salmon ladder, one of them will be a diagonal one, and then ladies has to transfer to the more traditional salmon ladder. But the second one is fixed. 50 seconds to go here before the time expires here. Nicely done in the first ring. Can she make it to the second ring? Perfectly done. Can she touch one of the obstacle here in order to... And nicely done, and lost her grip. And her run just come to the end. And on the start line right now, it is Jordan Morehouse from Albany, New York. 13 years old from the Ninja Labs. And she's ready to go. A little bit a correction here, and I think probably we're all good to go. Jordan skates on the skateboard. Oh, nice balance there. And onto the bow tie. Got it through in the bow tie. Trying to traverse on the second one. Needs a more momentum here on her swing. Beautifully executed. Can she make it a good dismount? Yes! And got into the switchback. Needs to touch the first board. Whoa! She needs to reset it. But this time, a little bit clean here, so touch the back of the switchboard onto the blue slots. She got it into the second slot here, and it's a little bit a shade to the third board. Yes, indeed, and needs a dismount. No, actually, she needs to get an balance herself out here. Nicely done, and also so does the tilting blocks. And onto the gatekeeper. Nicely done for the bar to lock. Needs to jump herself over there to the platform. Nicely done. Now onto the tilting Solomon ladder. Tipping, my bad. And right now she's lifted herself up here and she climbs all the way. And can she touch the bar of the Solomon ladder? Perfectly executed, done, and it's to go for a little higher for the rungs. Needs to find her rhythm here. Got a little hang up on the rig here, so needs a little correction. Got a good correction here, but right now 57 seconds to go. Got it through, and it needs another correction, but she got it through. Can she hold on, or she's going to another one, and a little mistake on the Solomon ladder for Jordan Morehouse. Didn't get it through. Probably she missed on the right side, and it missed on one of the rigs. Jillian Cooper's coming up from Kent Hill, Pennsylvania, 13 years old. From the Dexterity Ninja Academy. Got a bow tie. Can she go for the second bow tie here? Nicely done. Whoa, good dismount. A little bit risky. Nicely done on the back of the boards. Can she get into the blue slots? Excellently done, and with the blue slots. And on to the third one. Nicely done. And got a good dismount. Onto the tilting block. Oh, lost her balance for that. And I think the tilting block, and it's not like the used to be with the facing towards, but it's gonna be like straight line. But she probably had a wrong footing when it comes on the linear version of the tilting block. And now on to Morgan Cooper. Got a skateboard and save herself by touching by the bow tie.
Her bio isn't going to be correct. This is her actual bio.
Okay.
This is for not her. That's the name of the person.
What?
That's the name of the person. Yeah,
Okay.
It's this person.
Okay. And got it through on the second one. And to the third one, nicely done on the board. Beautifully executed, get it done. And on to the linear tilting block. Nicely done. On to the gatekeeper. Locked. Needs to dismount here. Your balance, nicely done. And on to the tipping Solomon ladder. 1:50 to go. Trying to climb herself up here. And now onto the colors on the tipping Solomon ladder. Got the first one. A little bit needs a little correction. Got corrected on the left side. Needs to continue her rhythm here. Got the second one. Got the third one, and nicely done. And now onto the transition here. Needs to touch the second bar of the Salmon ladder. Nicely get it done, and it's a little dismount. Can she does that? She does! And on to the padlock. She's going to try the first one later this afternoon. Needs to swing side by side here. Nicely got. Oh! So close. She missed the handle of the second padlock, and nicely done here for Morgan Cooper. And unfortunately, she is right now excuse me. Moving on right now, it is Gian DeLinger. She's born from New Orleans, and this is her 4th year doing ninja. And nicely done on a dexterity. She's from Dexterity Ninja. She plays volleyball and also drums, and she has a 5 dogs. Nice power here on the bow. Nicely done. Get it first one on the switchback here. Onto the slots. She managed on the second board with the slots. Can she make it on the third one? She does. Needs a dismount. No, actually, she needs to have a little bit a cautiously approach here because of touching by the slots. Nicely done. So that's surviving the tilting block. So that's surviving the gatekeeper. Onto the Salmon ladder. She's moving quickly here. Nicely done. She needs a big power here. Whoa, needs a little one more correction here. Excellent. Another one, she needs to keep her rhythm here. Nicely done. But needs a correction on her right side. Nicely done. Oh, so close. Missed the handle here. Tried to move on to the second part of the tilting Salmon ladder, but she missed her hands. Up next, it is Narla LeBlanc from the St. Hickory, Quebec in Canada. She's a 13-year-old. So we have a couple of good representative Canadians here to participating in the WNL. And she's one of them. And she skates through on the first board. Nicely done. Oh, she's going to try for a little bit big move here on the bow. Nicely done. And good dismount. Into the switchback. Oh, she's going to go for a slot, but able to recover it. Can she manage on the second one? She got it the slots. Nicely done. And on to the third one. She does, and it's a little bit of good dismount here. Little bit of slot here in order to safekeeping. Nicely done. And on to the tilting block. Oh, just lost the balance on the third tilting block here. For Nyla LeBlanc, she probably hesitate on the second and then the third block here. So she's trying to manage to hold it in the balance, but unfortunately her run comes to an end. Moving on. It is Noga Singer, I guess. I think there needs a little bit of correction here. All right, it is Noga Singer. She's from 13 years old from the Jibad, Ada, Israel. And she's a 14-year-old ninja, and he had a 3-year experience, and then also she has a passion in sports. Nicely done on the skateboard, needs to jump on the rope, nicely done. Touch the boat, and is on the second one. She needs a bigger swing here. Perfectly done. Needs a dismount. Smooth. And then onto the switchback. Nicely done. Nice reach here on the first one. Needs onto the second one. Little hesitation here. Nicely done with the slots. And onto the block. Nicely done. And can she made a dismount? Nicely done. And onto the tilting block and managed to hold on the balance. But survived. Gatekeeper, nicely done. She almost hit the wall there, and hopefully she's all right. But she's all right also in the gatekeeper. Into the tipping salmon ladder here. And she needs a little bit a good rhythm here on the salmon ladder here. Needs nicely done. Nicely done on the second one. And onto this third slot, and that will be drop. Can she touch the... Yep, nicely done on the handle. Nice to transitioning here. Good swing here, and got it on the second salmon ladder bar. And managed to survive. And onto the padlock. You have a minute to go here before the time expires. So she needs to do a side-by-side here. Got the second one, smoothly done. Can she do it to the third time? Excellent, and oh, just lost the grip. Beautiful run here for Noga Singer, but the third one on the padlock, she just lost her grip. So, Melody O'Brien is on right now. She's from Edmonton, Canada, 13 years old right now. So she needs to survive the bow here. Excellent. And good dismount. Oh, she's going to go for a aggressive move here with a slot under the first board. Nicely get it done. This on the slot on the second board. Nicely done. And on to the third board. Oh! Whoa, she went for aggressive move here. So that's at a tilting block here. And then now also on the gatekeeper. Man, she skipped the third switch block here earlier, but she's trying to go for a move here, but she's right now under 2 minutes left to go. Because I know that the tipping salmon ladder, it is a time-consuming obstacle for the ladies here today. Needs to find a rhythm here. And trying to keep herself up. Whoa! I think probably she's going to go for a big move here. Instead of keeping the salmon ladder. But instead she's trying for aggressive move here. So probably needs a couple of the rungs here for a salmon ladder. That will be good to go. Up next, it is Lucy Hunt from Midwest Warrior Academy in Nebraska. So from Bennington, Nebraska, 13 years old. She's beginning doing ninja for 3 years. And also she likes track and field, especially with high jump and long jump. Nicely done. She's also a very good businesswoman. Here she's selling bracelets. Oh, nicely done. Nice static move here. Can she manage on the second board here? Nice. Got a slot. And on to the third board. There's a big swing here. Beautifully, nicely done. Needs a dismount. Perfect. And on to the tilting blocks. Nice balance here and on to the gatekeeper. Nice lock here and needs to for a dismount. Struggling to lift herself up here and needs to find her balance here. Nice. And on to these tipping salmon ladder. They're another time consuming obstacles for these ladies this afternoon. Got it one, needs a little correction on the right side. She still have a minute to go. Nicely done. It's a bigger swing here. Nicely done under the second ring. And then the last rig will be dropping. And got it, needs a little correction here. Try to correct herself here on the right side. Oh! Just gave up the grip on the bar for Lucy Hunt. So what happened was she's trying to correct on her right side, but unfortunately the grip just gave up. Moving on is Elizabeth Cunningham, 14 years old, from the state Colombian, Quebec. She has two brothers and a sister. Discovered Ninja Warrior during pandemic by watching a TV show. They all started to train in a local gym soon after. The minute she started, she wants to compete. Since her time, she's now in high school in the sport program in Ninja Warriors that she's trained 3 to 4 times a week. So nicely done on the bows. Smooth dismount. And onto the switchback. Got it the first board, get it done. Got the slots. Got the good swing here on the second board. Onto the third board, nicely done. Needs a dismount, nicely done. And onto the tilting block. Good balance there. Gatekeeper, no problem through. Needs a dismount, perfect. So now under the tipping Solomon ladder, it's gonna be the time consuming here for ladies this afternoon. Got the first Solomon ladder move here, nicely done. It's keeping her rhythm here, nicely done. And the second one is gonna drop the next one. Just like that, but needs a correction on her left side. Nope, doesn't need to correct here, but needs to try to transfer for the second bar of the Solomon ladder. She does, and it's a dismount. And within a minute and 8 seconds to go, can she survive the padlock? Good swing here, needs to catch the second padlock. Yes, indeed. Can she manage the third? Well, they're hang up on the swing here. Nicely done, and lost her swing and lost her grip. And probably her swing got thrown off here for Elizabeth Cunningham, but a nice run and unable to catch on the third padlock. Moving right now is Marilla Kressler. She's been competing ninja since she was 8 years old. She's trained at the Warrior Tech in Morrisville, North Carolina. On the skateboards, got survived, needs to touch the bow, perfectly done. Needs a bigger swing here, nicely done. Retreat, perfect. And onto the switchback. Got the first board, try to go for a slots, perfectly done. Nice little bit aggressive move here. Nicely done on the second slots, on the second board. Can she go for the third one? Nicely done on the third board. Needs a dismount. Nice. And onto the tilting block. Fast feed, nicely done. And onto the gatekeeper. The bar goes lock and needs to a very good dismount. Perfectly get it done. And onto the tipping Solomon ladder, so she can climb the rope and then to touch a bar and perform as Solomon ladder moves here. 1 minute and 38 seconds to go. Got a first move here. Can she keep the rhythm? Got a second rhythm here. Got a third rhythm here. Nicely done. Oh, just lost her grip here and fell for Mira Kessler. And unfortunately, her run just came to a close. Lucy Campion is next here from Winston Ninja Academy from Winston, Connecticut. She's 14 years old. Managed to survive the skateboard. Nicely done. Onto the bow. Whoa, nice aggressive move here. Perfectly did get it done. Perfectly. Oh, she's going to go for a fast move here. And then also with the first slot. Onto the second board. Can she manage to hold on? Yes. Can she make it a big move here on the third one? Yes. And now onto the switch block and survive. And now on the fast speed needed on the tilting blocks. To the gatekeeper, locked it up, and now and she made a good dismount. And onto the Solomon ladder. Got it in first move here. Got the second one. And the third one, and just lost her grip here on the Solomon ladder on the bar. Lucy Campion, good run. Unfortunately, her grip just fell short on the Solomon ladder bar. Moving on is Emma Briogard, 14 years old from Canada, from Saint Hyacinthe, Quebec. And she's on the skateboard. Perfectly get it on and onto the bow. Oh, good, powerful lache here and dismount, nicely done. And onto the switch block. Easy move here, transition on the first slot. And onto the second slot, nicely done. And onto the third block. Beautiful move here. Good. And onto the tilting block. Fast speed needed here. Someone survive. And onto the gatekeeper. Nicely done. She has 2 minutes to go. Move really quickly here for 14-year-old lady. She needs a few moves here for the Solomon ladder here. Get it first move, get it done. And so does the second. Needs to keep her rhythm here. Got it the third move here. Needs to try to, on the fourth one, nicely done. And needs to touch the transition hold here. Got it hold. It's a good momentum. Can she go for the second bar? Yes. It's a, oh! She actually knocked out at the second Solomon bar here, but unfortunately the run came to a close for Emma. Up next is Riley Irving from St. Petersburg Beach, Florida, from Jungle Gym, and this is a season so very different in previous year because their house was flooded in a hurricane way back in September, so they lost a lot of possessions, but much through the God's love and mercy, they got a support from the church, ninja, and school community. So she has a greater perspective as well. Despite all of these things, she is very excited for this year's World Championship, but able to survive on the skateboard. Nicely get it done on the bow. Nice move here. Try to lache. Nicely done. And on to the switchback. Get the first board done. And to the second board. Needs to lachey to the third. Nice. It's a dismount. Good. And onto the tilting block. Fast speed. Great. Gatekeeper got it through. Got a dismount and onto the tipping Solomon ladder. So a little advice here from one of the coaches. Oh, good climb here. She needs a very good move here for Solomon ladder. Nicely done. Needs a correction on the left side. Nicely done. Can she manage on the second one? Got it to the second run. Got the third one and lost the... There's a little correction and tries to correct herself, but fell off in the Solomon ladder for Riley Irvin. I think probably a little bit and mistake here or try to correct. And because the other one is tilted, the other one is on the vertical, but tried to correct herself, but instead her run comes to the end. Another one from the juggle gym here, it is Lilium Hines. This is her 6th year competing, so that's on the World Championships. She made a full clear on stage 1 and made it to stage 3. Can she comes back to the stage 2? Got it done on the skateboard with a bow tie. Whoa. But able to compose herself with a good landing. And onto the switchback. Got the first board. Lachey to the second board. Got a second board and a slot. And onto the third board. Nicely done. Excellent. And onto the tilting block. Nicely done. To the gatekeeper. Locked it up. Nice it up. Nice. And now mostly the females who fell on the inverted Solomon ladder, but can she able to survive? Because this is a time-consuming obstacle. Trying to figure out what's going on there. Oh, needs a little correction on the left. Nice little correction here. Needs a keep her rhythm. Nicely done on the second one. Can she do that on the third? Nicely done. Try to correct herself. Got a correction correctly and nicely done. Unlike on the previous runner, but got a correction. Can she touch the second bar? Whoa! She bumped under the second section of the Solomon ladder, but trying to catch it at the bar, but unfortunately her run comes to an end for Liam Hines. Abigail Rubello is next from Somerset, Massachusetts, 14 years old, from Vitale Obstacle Fitness. Got a good skateboard, nice jump, and onto the bow. Beautiful move here. Good dismount and balance herself in order to not to spill over. Little chalk. She got the slots. Nice lachey. It's a good lachey to the second one. Oh, lost her grip. Tried to catch the holes. And unfortunately for Abigail Ribello, she slipped tried to catch the slots, but unfortunately her run comes to an end. Up next is Jolene Danovich from Holland, Pennsylvania. She trains at the Gravity Forge. And on the skateboard, nicely done. Jumped on the rope, got a bow. Nicely done on the rope, and good dismount. And onto the switchback. Get the first lot. Nicely done on the second one. And onto the third, nicely done. She needs a good dismount, nicely done. And onto the tilting block, good feet there. And then also to the gatekeeper, nicely done. And onto the salmon ladder. Nicely done on the first move. Second move, nicely done. And on to the third. Can she? And got it, the move on the third. It's a good dismount. It's a good swing here. And got the second bar. Can she touch the dismount? Landed through and onto the padlock. Get a first padlock, nicely done. Nicely done. Nice swing here on the second padlock, and she managed to make it on the third with a minute to go. Whoa. Beautiful, and lost her grip on the third one for Julianne. And she missed the third one and tried to grip herself, but instead didn't hold on. Nicely done. Name? Excuse me. We have an issue here. This is wrong, and I really want it on for the team females. This is incorrect. So this is a wrong.
Live stream.
Needs a little correction.
Too tall. Live stream to stage too tall. Are we gonna need to stop?
Sorry for that one. And here is Riley Bishop right now at the Dextery Ninja. No, actually, no, it's not. So she earned her first place here. So in the Northeast Regional competition in the team female division. So she's from the East Morridge, New York, 13 years old, and got it through. Oh, she went to go for the boards with a link. Nicely done, and fast feed on the tilting block. Onto the gatekeeper. Minute and 55 to go. Nicely done in the second. Onto the third. And onto the third one, nicely done. Needs to transition here. Cautionally, it will be dropped just like that. Got it done. Can she go to the second bar with Salmon ladder? Can she make it a dismount? Yes. And onto the padlock. Got a good swing here on the first padlock. Got a good swing on the second padlock. Can she manage to go for the third? Because it's going to be a little longer than the second one. Yes! She managed to pass through it with a minute to go, and she's the first lady to conquer the padlock. And now into the mousetrap. All in the mousetrap here, so there's going to be a clear view of the cliffs. Can she moving on to the stage 3? Got a good grip here on the first cliff. Can she manage on the second one? Nicely done. Nicely done on the second one. She needs her buzzer here within 25 seconds to go. And Riley Bishop becomes the first one moving on to stage 3. And nice flip there. And she completed this stage 2. And as of right now, she is the first all overall. Nicely done. Moving on, it is Lily Weissig from Eldersburg, Maryland, 13 years old. Nicely done. And onto the switchback. Nicely done on the boards. And onto the switchback. Beautiful finish. And onto the tilting block. Nicely done. And onto the gatekeeper. Nice move. And onto the salmon ladder.
My man right here should get you guys up and going.
And
This
can
leaderboard, right?
yeah.
I'm not entirely
So
sure.
the
I think
second
we
one,
got
nice
the-
move here on the first one.
Watching at HQ for
Nicely
ages,
done
so
on
I
the
got a buzz from
third,
somebody on my
second
end
one.
letting me know that it was off. Is there-
Nice move in the third, and needs a little correction. The left side went well, but the right side needs to. Nicely done. And now she needs to touch the holds here. Can she move on to the second one? Nicely done here, and can she manage to dismount? Nicely done. And on to the padlock. So I apologize for the YouTube viewers here. We already fixed the issue of the correct athletes here for this division. And we got on the second one. Can she manage on the third one? Beautiful, and lost her grip here on the third padlock for Lily Wiesig. So she tried to catch herself, but instead didn't go through. Up next, it is Iman Barani, Great Falls, Virginia. She trains at the Nova Ninja or CrossFit London. So she's called herself the Bollywood Ninja because she's doing ninja for 7 years. And she's trying to inspire with the minority Asian females to break barriers and chase their dreams. She plays quarterback in the flag football and enjoys the world of engineering. Nicely done. And can she solve the engineering skills here on the switchback? Nice lâché. And got the slots. Nicely done on her third. And can she need a dismount? Nicely done. To the tilting block. Good feet there. To the gatekeeper. Nicely done. Two minutes to go. And here comes on the tilting Solomon ladder. Nicely done to the first one. She's struggling to make it a momentum. Nicely done on the second one. She needs to keep her momentum here in order to save some time. Got it the third one, and it's going to be dropped. But Abel with a good reach here. So Abel managed to hold. Can she manage to touch the second bar? Yes. Can she make the dismount? And then with a minute 11 to go, she survived the tipping Solomon ladder. So onto the padlock. Nicely done. Got it the second one. She needs the third one. Got it through. Oh! Lost her grip on the third tilting. The third cliff on the padlock. Nicely done here. Up next is Julie Gipre. Hopefully I pronounced her name right. From the Whitson Ninja Academy from Unitedville, Connecticut. She's doing the ninjas since 5 years old because she followed her older sibling's successful ninja footsteps. She competed on the junior season, on the season 3, had a blast filming and making films all around ninjas across the country. She can be on the stage singing, dancing, and performing musicals when she's not doing ninja. And she's performing well so far on the switchback. and managed through and onto the nicely done and onto the gatekeeper. She survives on those last two obstacles. And she's also a vegetarian, loves animals, and two rescue doors named Rosie and Poppy. And she said she wants to spend a shout out to her awesome coaches and teammates. Yes, so that's the expression. Get it on the salmon ladder. She's trying to find a move here for a good momentum. Oh no! Oh no! She's gonna go for a aggressive move for the hole here for Julia Bupieri, but unfortunately, her run comes to an end. Up next, it is Nicole Kimpe from Lakeville, Minnesota, 14 years old. And onto the skateboard, needs to find her balance. And oh! Didn't hold on the rope. I think probably she made a little hesitation, comes on the skateboard, and unfortunately missed the rope. So a little hesitation for Nicole, and unfortunately her run comes to an end. Up next is Elena Musler for Enola, Pennsylvania from Dextery Depot. Got a little skateboard. Nicely done, and onto the bow tie. Bow. Got the second one. Oh, and got a good dismount. And onto the switch back. Got the first board, nicely done. And then also, can she manage on the second board? Got the second board with a slip. Nicely done on the third, on the slot, excuse me. Nicely done, and onto the tilting block. Perfectly done, and onto the gatekeeper. Nice. She has 2 minutes to spare. And here comes on the salmon ladder. Needs a correction on the right side. Nicely done. To the second. Needs another correction. She did it. Can she manage on the third cleanly here? Needs another correction. Can she able to correct on the right side? Or otherwise, you can touch the hold. So you can go for the second salmon ladder, and she managed to correct herself. Can she touch the hold? Yes. But can she hold on? Can she make any move here on the second bar with a minute to go? Yes. Can she dismount? Yep. And onto the padlock. With 45 seconds to go. Good swing here. Got to the second padlock. This is going to be a big jump. Yes! Able to survive and get a dismount. And then into the mousetrap for Moosier. Get the first one. Yes, indeed. Can she go for the second one? She has only 20 seconds to go. Can she squeeze the second cliff here? Yes! And can she push her ticket to stage 3 with 11 seconds to go? Yes, she does, and you're moving on. Elena Muser is moving on to stage 3. Nicely done. That was a big time. So we have a 2 finisher so far. But right now, it is Aubrey Mumus from Louisville, Pennsylvania, 13 years old. Well, a little bit stumble here on the skateboard, but nicely recovered. She's on the bow. Nicely done, and onto the skateboard. No, excuse me. Switchback. Got it the first board. Nicely done. And onto the second board. She got the slots. Can she gonna go for the third? Yes. But needs a dismount. Yes. She's from Dextery Ninja Academy. Got it into the tilting block. Nicely done. And onto the gatekeeper. Nice. And onto the tipping salmon ladder. Able to correct herself with the rope climb. Oh, a little bit on conversional strategy here. Moving into the 1 slot. That was kind of like a smart move. Oh, no, it's not. Not 1, but 2. She's hanging on for the rope here, so probably a little bit a unconventional move, taking outside the box. And with the salmon ladder, and I think probably the right side needs to pay attention. Nice. And can she able to manage on the hold? Oh, lost her grip, and unfortunately her run comes to an end for Aubrey Mumus. Nice conventional move here, but unfortunately really backfired because needs a little correction. Unfortunately, she didn't hold on the one hold for to transition on the second salmon ladder. Moving on right now, it is Lilia Boyd from Maplewood, Missouri, 14 years old. And surviving the first skateboard and onto on the bow. Nicely done. And onto the switchback. Got it the first slot. Entered the second slot, nicely done. And onto the third one, she got it into the block. And nice dismount. Good fast fit for the tilting block. And onto the gatekeeper. Nice, locked it in. We have 2 minutes to go. A minute 44 to go. So, here comes on the salmon ladder. Got a right side, but needs a correction on the left. Nicely done. She needs to continue making a move here with a good rhythm. She's probably doing a very conservative approach. Needs to do the second, nicely done. Correcting on her left side. Can she manage to lachey to the holds? You have a minute to go. Got it on the third slot on the salmon ladder. On the right side, yes, but then not the left side, but able to correct it. She needs to reach the hold. And unfortunately, too much on the time on the salmon ladder for Lita Boyd. Her grip finally gave up, and her run comes to an end. Kyla Kuza is up next. She's from Eden Prairie, Minnesota, and she's 14 years old.
Attention, special announcement. Team boss, Elijah Browning.
And managed on the skateboard, nicely done. And onto the bow tie.
Walking around with Boss Bear, hyping up the crowd right now. Selling shirts.
Nicely done.
Find the Boss Bear crowd walking around.
Nice dismount and onto the switchback.
30 minutes.
Got a second slot. First slot.
Look for Elijah.
Got a second board with a second slot. Nicely done.
Last call.
And onto the third one. Nice job on the boards. Beautifully. And now also the tilting block. Manage. Oh! Lost her footing on the middle section for Kyla Kuza. And unfortunately, her run comes to an end. I think probably lost her footing and it probably with the medical attention. And I think she's fine. I think probably hit her hard and unfortunately awkwardly landing, but she's fine. Up next right now is Kyra Russell from Eugene, Oregon, 13 years old. Oh no! Another hard fall. Trying to catch the rope, and unfortunately her run comes to an end for Kiara Russell. Trying to aggressively, but whiff on touching the rope. Yikes. Very disappointing run and for herself, but hopefully next year she'll be coming back stronger. Up next is Sophie Starr from North Yarmouth, Missouri? No, actually, Maine. 13 years old, and she loves to climb, swing, and jump, just like that on the skateboard. And got it jobbed up. Nice job on the bowl. Oh, a little bit aggressive move here on the first board of the switchback, but able to manage to correct herself. She's a track and field, and mostly she's doing pole vault, long jump, and relay at the main state championships. So for 2 times in a row. She's a homeschool and loves to spend time outdoors with her younger sister and her dog, and able to cruising through to the tilting block and the gatekeeper. And now on the tipping salmon ladder with just 2 minutes to go. And she's right now on the salmon ladder. Needs a few rungs. Oh, go for an aggressive move, but a little bit a riskier move here. So the left side needs a correction. Got to correct it on the first one. And on the second one, nicely done. I think probably the right hand went too aggressive. Did she do it again on the last rung? Struggling to build her body up. Nicely done on the third rung. Needs to correct and drop. Yep. There's shakeout here within a minute to go. Needs to touch the hold and even also this second bar. Nicely done and trying to fight her grip. Nicely done on the second bar. With 45 seconds to go, and she managed to survive the salmon ladder. And now onto the padlock. And the question for her, she's probably gassed out right now, that's how much her grip remaining. She got it in the first padlock. Needs a bigger swing. Nicely done on the second padlock, but the third one is going to be far. 20 seconds to go. Yes! Oh no! Lost her grip in her third padlock here for Sophia Starr, and unfortunately, her grip just ran out. Up next, it is Adeline Learod from Allen, Texas, 13 years old, from True Momentum Elite. Nicely done on the skateboard, onto the bow. Nicely done on the boat and nicely done. And are now onto the switchback. Got a first board with a slot. Nicely done on the second one. Got a slot. And onto the third board. Yep. It's a dismount. Yes, indeed. And onto the tilting block. Nice balance. And onto the gatekeeper. Whoa, a little bit tried to save herself. And nice recovery. Got a dismount, so now we have a minute and 55. So here comes the time-consuming obstacle here for tipping salmon ladder. Lead composer on herself here. With a minute 39 to go. Nice move in the first one. And on to the second ladder. Got a third one, and there it goes. Needs a little correction. Yes, she got a correction here. So needs to touch the hold. And she got the second board and lost her grip, and her on comes in the red for Adam McLeod. She just lost her grip on the second bar of the salmon ladder. Up next right now is Coley Richards from the Iron City Ninja in Pennsylvania. She's from Mars, Pennsylvania, and she's doing for Ninja for 8 years. She's doing pole vaulting and sprinting. Whoa, at least she managed to hold her balance on the skateboard. She enjoys bike riding and hiking. Nicely done. And here comes on the switchback. And also, she's just coming up back from an injury, had a separation and a growth plate in her hip. And unfortunately, so she's dedicated on her ninja run in honor of her Pop, who was the biggest Ninja fan. Managed through in the first four obstacles here. And now onto the gatekeeper. Nicely done. And we have a minute 58 to go. Got to move on the left side, but correction on the right side. Needs a move here on the salmon ladder. Got it on the right side now and on to the left. Needs a little correction, so can she able to manage to have a good arms left here. So right now she's struggling to getting a momentum. And unfortunately, her grip just gave out for Coley Edwards. So probably needs a bigger move on the salmon ladder. Unfortunately, she just lost her grip. Grace Walk is coming up next from the Vertex Lab Academy from Fairfax, Virginia, 14 years old. And there it goes on the skateboard, trying to get the rope. Nicely done. Onto the bow on the second one. Beautifully finished and good dismount. Onto the switchback. got the slots. And oh no! Just lost the slot here on the second board. And unfortunately, Mrs. Walk just ended her run at the second board of the switchback. And like I mentioned, I forgot to mention, this is a stage 2, so they're going to test your technical ability. But sometimes, if a few mistakes, so it could likely end your run. But right now, it is Maya Thames here, and she's from St. Charles, Missouri, 13 years old, and this is her 4th time on the World Championships, been competing for 5 years. She's 13 years old, and this is her first year in the teen division. And she trains at the Ultimate Ninja Chesterfield 4 days a week. She's been an all-star in the World's competition. And nicely done. She's sprinting to the very four obstacles, including the 5th one, the gatekeeper. So right now she has over 2 minutes left to go, and she's wasted no time on the Solomon ladder. She needs to build her momentum. Oh, nicely done on the first one. To the second one, nicely done. Third ring, and good. Needs to touch a hold, and even also the second bar. Got it done on the bar. Nicely done, and onto the padlock. With 1 minute and 35 to go. Got the first padlock. Nicely done on the second padlock. This is a big move here on the third. Another one more swing. Yes, and oh! She just lost her grip on the third padlock here for Maya Thames, and just lost her grip, and she's probably happy herself. But good enough for it as a third place finisher here for stage 2. So she's one of the fastest time of her non-finisher so far. Now here's Olivia Irama from the Holston, Massachusetts, 14 years old. Moves quickly and smoothly here, and now on the bows. Nicely done. And onto the switchback. Good job on that first slot. And also on the second slot. Got another slot and managed to go through and onto the tilting block. Yep, nice balance. And to the gatekeeper. Nicely done. And to the tipping Solomon ladder.
Check out the rolling twice training tool we have. Add a little fun to your training. Thank you to Pop and Hold. Pop and Hold, check out the options they have.
Got a good moves here on Solomon ladder. Nicely done. Whoa, nice move here. And got a dismount to survive the time-consuming obstacle. And now onto the padlock.
Also, thank you to Series 1. Series 1 to the patented Gecko grip.
Got a good job on the first padlock. It's a big bigger swing. Nicely done on the second bigger padlock. So now on the third. Yes! Nicely done, and on to the final obstacle, the mousetrap. There's 2 clips here, so 50 seconds to go. Can able to manage to finish the obstacle here. She got it the first clip, and now needs to touch the second trap bar. Nicely done. Can she be the third finisher right now? Can she touch the mousetrap? Yes, indeed. And she needs to finish the course with 25 seconds. And Olivia Ramo, you're moving on to stage 3. Nicely done. You're moving on, and you're fastest so far for stage 2 at this moment. Beautiful. Up next, it is Lucy Gross from Louisville, Pennsylvania, 13 years old, training from the Textile Depot. Nice smooth transition and onto the switchback. Nicely done. And on the second slot, onto the third board. Ooh, close call on the tilting block. Good feet. Gatekeeper. Nicely done. And onto the tipping salmon ladder. Got a first move on the rings. Got to keep her momentum. And nice momentum here, moving on to the rings. And trying to touch a hold. Nicely done. Whoa, a little bit struggling. Can she hold on? Oh, and she lost her grip on the second part of the salmon ladder for Lucy Gross. And unfortunately, her grip just ran out. Up next, it is Abigail Brooks from the Utica, New York, 13 years old, from Maximum Effort Training Studio. Whoa, a little bit. They're struggling here on the skateboard, but able to manage to recovery. Got a good bow tie, nicely done, and onto the switchback, and one of the tallest competitors so far this afternoon for this division. Nice. And got and then the third block, third board, nicely done, and onto the tilting block. Good feed there. Whoa, nice save herself when it comes on the gatekeeper. It's a landing. Nice. With 2 minutes to go. And onto the salmon ladder. It's a few moves onto the rungs. Nicely done in the first one. Nicely done in the second one. Nicely in the third one. Needs to adjust on the left side. Nice. And onto the holds. Whoa, nicely done. Save herself. Good. And onto the padlock. Needs a bigger swing. 57 seconds to go, and save herself with a very good grip. Needs on the bigger move here on the padlock. There's a bigger swing. Nice, and lost her grip on the third one for Abigail Brooks. Unfortunately, she just lost the grip on the third padlock. Like I said earlier today, there are mostly some ladies, they fell on the third padlock because the distance is a little bit longer than from the first to second and from second to the third, so it's kind of a little bit long. Can Maya Karan from the Stonewood, Maryland, from Canada, 14 years old, can move on to stage 3. She's been competed for regional, nationals, and world level competition before. Competes in the 4 leagues, including the Canadian Ninja League, the FINA, and the UNNA, and so that's with WNL. She's also a coach at the Seratis Movement Center, her home gym in Winnipeg, Canada. She's wants to shout out to all the athletes there. And she's breezing right now with the first 5 obstacles. And on to the tipping salmon ladder. Whoa, and just like what we did seen earlier today, try to move on the salmon ladder with a very unconventional approach. Trying to correct. Oh, and just lost her grip. Marakran just finished her run on the salmon ladder after a very unconventional move, and unfortunately her grip just ran out. Here's Tina Beer from Level Up Ninja in Greensboro, North Carolina, 14 years old. She's a hometown hero. She fell in first love in Ninja while watching the TV show Marathon during the weekend of the rainy day, staying at a home in a beach house when she was 5 years old. She's been competing at every Worlds has been taken here, and this is a big highlight of the year. She just wrapped up the first year in high school, and then also playing soccer, volleyball, and flag football. Nicely done on the second board. And on to the third board. And to the tilting block. Nicely done. And on to the gatekeeper. And now on the tipping salmon ladder. This is a time-consuming obstacle, so she has a good time here for 2 minutes to go. Trying to getting a good momentum. She got a good momentum in the first rig. To the second one, yep. And on to the third. Nicely done. And on the hold.
Last call for radio review. Mature Kids Female Discipline Circuit. Mature Kids Female.
Got it done, and managed to barely hold on the bar of the salmon ladder, and managed to hold on, and onto the padlock.
Mature Kids Female Discipline.
55 seconds to go. She got it in her first padlock. Can manage on the second padlock. Nicely done. Can she manage the third? Yep. And now she needs to find a good dismount here. And now she's going to tackle the mousetrap. Can she complete the mousetrap? So she has only have 30 seconds to go. Got a good grip here on the first mousetrap. Got it through on the second. Can she manage to hold on to the second mousetrap? Yes, with 13 seconds to go, she needs a good dismount here. And Tina Vehar, you're moving on to stage 3. And we had 4 finishers so far this afternoon. Nicely done. We're down to the final 2 runners, including Dor Schwinger. She's from Israel, and her hometown is Herzliya. She started a ninja on a monkey bar in a playground, and she fell in love with the sport. Preteen 4th placer finisher in 2022 with the Israeli Ninja Championship. And also she's a burnout champion on Israel in 2024. Moving through quickly here for the 4 obstacles, including the gatekeeper. Nicely done. And she has over 2 minutes to go. Nice move in her first salmon ladder, and she's moving quickly. Nicely done. Needs to, yep, just like that. Nice move quickly to the holds to the second bar of the salmon ladder. Perfectly done. And on to the padlock. Needs a bigger swing. Yes, indeed. Can she manage to hold on for the third padlock? Needs a bigger swing. Yes. Needs a dismount and survive the padlock. And now on to the mousetrap. She's moving quickly here. Oh, she's gonna go link here. Can she manage to hold on the mousetrap? Yes, indeed. And she has one more move here. And you're moving on to stage 3 for daughter Shrinker, and she's fastest for this afternoon for stage 2 finishers. Nicely done. Excuse me. Up next is Claire Stewart. Nicely done. Hold on a second. We have a wrong ninja. We have a wrong ninja. We have a wrong ninja. Moving quickly. Sorry for that. And that is, as of right now, is Claire Stewart, who's running on the course right now with 2 minutes and 8 seconds to go. And with 2 minutes to go. And now on the tilting salmon ladder. Sorry for an error there. So she's from the Ultimate Ninja Elites and from the Groomney, Illinois. And she loves ninja. And she's also enjoying running in the cross-country track and field and reading. She able to survive in the first salmon ladder. And she needs to find it on the holds. Nicely done. And onto the second bar of the salmon ladder. Nicely done. And onto the padlock. Taking her time. Got into the first padlock. Nicely done. And can she manage to hold on the third padlock? Good swing here. And lost her grip on the third padlock for Claire Stewart. And that is the end of the wave 1 at this afternoon. So we're going to go to the wave 2 in about a few minutes. So we'll be right back in a review. How many minutes? 7 minutes?
So you got 7 minutes.
Yeah, you're moving back to your original team, and I got somebody else coming here.
Okay.
So you go to stage 3 small.
Okay.
You good?
Yeah.
Thank you, Josh. You're awesome.
So I'm out of here on this, or
Yep, I got somebody else coming to take over for you.
okay.
Hey, John, it's Roger. How are you?
I don't even use it.
Cool. I could use you on stage 2 tall. Yes. Are we still on female? Oh, you don't know. Let me see. There. I'll tell them that you're okay. They start at 3:30.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We are about ready to get things situated again here for our Team Female Stage 2 course. I will be picking up as your host, John Pine, the Dad Jokes Ninja. Excited to keep things rolling in this Stage 2 course. If you're just joining us, catching one of your athletes run Stage 2, these athletes had to qualify for getting into this second tech format stage. So what we have here is a 8 obstacle course, a good variation of needing to use some speed and endurance, grip, heavy technical courses. Man, it is going to be very exciting. We got 2 more waves of action coming at you, and looks like we're about ready to get things situated with our next runners. So just like that, let's keep it rolling. All right, on to the starting line now. We got Caroline Wilwarding. Let's do it. All right, Caroline coming out of the Iowa region. She's saying, "Get hype, crowd." She is ready to kick things off in this wave. Hands and feet allowed on this first skateboard. Moving over to the bows now. Gonna rock back and forth. She's got a good wingspan. Looks like she's gonna try to static grab and gets the very edge of it. Comes in for a nice landing. Over to obstacle number 3 now. We're looking at switchback. Trying to find those slots at opts for the far end of the board to pull into the slots. Going for a Lachey move, gets the slot. Comes in, pulling the slot, looking to secure her landing here. She does. Tilting block, she comes in, those blocks will rock back and forth. Looks like she just was not ready for that. Unfortunately, that will end her run. Good effort by Caroline. The balance blocks. Hey, balance, great equalizer in this sport. All right, next athlete. We got Kennedy Stock coming out of Jamesville, New York. Kennedy out of max effort. She goes right into it here. Another static grab over to secure her landing. Over to 3 now. Good secure spot there. Looking for one more. Gets it. Coming down now into the landing. Now we got the dominoes. Yep. Those tilting blocks reminiscent of the A&W dominoes. Not a problem for Kennedy. Seeing the back half of the course now here. This obstacle that has been tripping up so many of our competitors, this tipping salmon ladder. Gets a little off center, she corrects it, good correction. Gotta try to bring up both equally, she does that again. But she is fighting through this. Again, looks like she's looking over to the right side. That's going to naturally favor that side. This could be a little bit of a strategy on her side to go one side up, and it's working. All right, but looking for a little T-ledge grab after she tilts it down. Got the far end of that T-ledge. Looking to secure that grab. Gets out of there clean and saves it. Did not spill over, so her run is still going. She's going to hydrate. Has a minute left to take on this course. In a good position right now, Kennedy. Good move on these padlocks. Looking for this other cliff. Came off a little bit directionally off. Tried to reach in. Just came off, but as we can see, that puts her in a great spot may be enough for stage 3. As we move on to our next competitor, we got Madeline Zenny coming out of the Southeast region. Hails from Mint Hill, North Carolina. All right, Madeline rolling through these switchback obstacles right now. Saves it before those tilting blocks. Gets there. That gatekeeper obstacle able to secure it into that padlock off the side of the screen. Now eyeing up our crux point on the course, this tipping salmon ladder. Madeline also looking right. She saw a little bit before her. I think all these athletes are looking that direction and does favor that side. Gets one side of it up, corrects it. Oh, but that tilted the one side down. She's going to have to work that left side. No problem. Madeline looking that T ledge now. Oh, and just slips off. A lot of extra effort to kind of work one side up, having to work the other side up is a bit of a risk reward there, but great run by Madeline. All right, next up we got Elliot Peffley coming out of Lake St. Louis, Missouri. Her coach, Isabella, along the side. All right, Elliot moving from end to end on these switchbacks. Secures that landing, heading over the tilting blocks now. Stayed straight, stayed light on her feet there to get through. Over to tipping salmon ladder now. And again, top 70% is what we'll take over to stage 3. So the crux obstacle is such an important point. Good pop up on that first salmon ladder move. Another nice one. Looking pretty secure on that obstacle thus far. Oh, I like the lâché with the cross grip grab to secure her landing. Bumps her up into a very good spot thus far. All right, Elliot coming across now. Looking at these padlocks. Gets this, secures that grab. Coming in. Now staring down this last obstacle. We got Mousetrap ahead of us. Got 46 seconds. There's plenty of time left. Good cliffhanger grab. Got a lâché to that trapeze. There she goes. Got a thinner cliffhanger here.
One move away. Squeeze.
Big squeeze. Able to secure it. Just got to get the swing for the landing. That's it. Excellent run. Take a quick look at that one again. Great job. Heading over to the starting line again. We got Kaylee Hepburn starting us off out of the Midwest region, coming out of Liverpool, New York. Kaylee pushing the pace here early. Coming across these tilting blocks, run across those dominoes. Keeps it clean. This tilting block DGS obstacle, not always automatic. No problem for Kaylee as she approaches this salmon ladder move. Does not get the right side to cooperate, but quick correction there. Got one side down, just gotta continue working through it. Gotta get that right side down. It is, there it goes. Good poise by this athlete just to hold on, make the obstacle work for you. Kaylee looking to secure her landing. Got a minute and 20 left. Good grab on that second cliffhanger. Come across these padlocks, into that, oh, the third one. She got the far hand on, the right hand did not match, but gets a good embrace from her coach. We'll see how that run holds up, but gotta be proud of the effort there. Over the starting line now, we got Kendra McTaggart coming out of Canada. We got London, Ontario represented. Good smooth move through that first obstacle, and as you can see at the bottom of the screen, only a second behind the leader through that first obstacle. Kendra pushing the pace early. Slides her into the top 20 position as we look at this salmon ladder once again. Kendra getting one side up, quickly corrects it. Matches on that second move. Good match as that tilts down. And gets a smooth landing, coming in for it. Minute 30 left. Clean through 6 obstacles. All right, over these last couple obstacles, got to secure these cliffhangers. Getting a good swing. Kendra is coming in for this last one, gets it. And gets the landing. Over to Mousetrap, her final obstacle ahead of her. Good link to get to that trapeze. We've got the thinner cliffhanger, and it's there for her. We got knocked over the buzzer. Still engages it. We'll take a look at that one. Like the quick move by her coach not to engage the obstacle being that buzzer. Just like that, on to our next athlete, we got Alex Snoddenbaum coming out of New York City Ninja Academy. Being coached by the passionate Coach Sean. Alex checking her balance. Getting through, over to the bows now. Secures her landing and just steps off. Oh, unfortunate. That will end her run. It looked like she took that dismount a little late. Oh, hate to see it. And Sean giving his athletes some encouraging words after that one. On to our next athlete. We got Tamar Shitra coming on up. All right, Tamar, here we go. Tamar running right through. Oh, looks like that was called out. Oh, tough break. Oh. And sport is just highs and lows of a ninja, but moving right along. We got Rivendale's coming out of Aspire Ninjas, Milton. Going bow to bow. It's a long reach, but able to secure it. Oh, tried to link into that next switchback board and was not quite there. It's a high risk reward to try to push the pace a little bit. No question she could have made it with another swing, but gotta make that risk reward if you can do it. All right, we got Zozo coming on the course now. Over to the switchbacks. Zozo Weiniger coming out of Auburndale, Florida. Already through three and makes it, landing. Oh, it was one of those hold your breath moments. Able to make it through. Zozo takes a breath. It's a new course on the back half of the course. Coach is trying to get her head focused for new obstacles ahead of her, just like that. Got to show that poise. Zozo working this salmon ladder. Up a rung, up another rung. Gets one side down, got to work that other side down. Trying to get that to cooperate right now. Zozo getting a little hung up with it, but decides just going to go for that T-ledge grab. Gets her knees up, and a good quick move to switch grip out of there. Actually slides Zozo into a top 10 position thus far. I'm going to toss these cliffhangers now. It's a little bit off directionally, and it was just enough. She was out a little far away from that last padlock. Almost was able to secure it and reel herself back in, but again, not quite enough there. But hoping that will hold up. Zozo is to get her into stage 3, trying to be one of those top 70% qualifiers. Over the starting line now, we got Victoria Mitchell. Looking at our NinjaWorks graphics here, we got 2:45 on each of the clocks. You can see which obstacle each of the athletes complete, as it's signified green for completion. A red is a fail. It's a great feature we love to offer here. As we get that countdown, she is off. Victoria out of Yorkville, New York, coming out of Maximum Effort Training. Good jump over to those rings in the third obstacle. And we got a nice link to that fixed switchboard. Switch back out of there. Across the dominoes now and came down. It's got to get her feet up, and a great gymnastic aerobic move to get herself out of there, save her run. Took a little extra second there, but worth it to try to reel herself back in. Victoria working up that salmon ladder, may get one more move. There she goes to tilt it down. T-ledge to build up her swing. Good switch grip grab. And just like that, another top 10 position thus far. We got Victoria Mitchell looking at 8th place right now. But plenty of time to work with to get another point or two. Maybe that buzzer at the end. Oh, it just slips off the cliffhanger. But hey, we got to see that replay on that save. Maybe some gymnastics in her pass, but that was impressive. All right, just like that, we're over to Sarah Dupois out of Quebec. We got 2:30 left as Sarah is working this switchback obstacle. Going slot to slot as she secures her landing. And those gatekeeper obstacles a little awkward, we've seen, but Sarah secures her landing. Is going to chalk up for the second half of this course. Getting up that salmon ladder, a couple rungs now. Good push to secure it. Gets it and secures the landing. It's going to chalk back up. .128 left. Sarah putting herself in 8th position thus far. Got to get the direction right. Got to get the swing right. Good. Oh, she had it and just peeled off slightly. That third padlock, a further launch, and just a little bit out of reach there for Sarah. All right, on the starting line, we got Savannah Robinson, representing Huntsville, Alabama. Bow to bow, gets out of there. Seen a lot of the same moves that these athletes have been watching others compete on. She pops right on over to obstacle number 3. Savannah working the switchback obstacle. Saves it before running across the tilting blocks. Gets it. It's a good natural break halfway through the course after you get through that balance obstacle and the block or that gatekeeper. Chalk up. Take on that salmon ladder. Got both sides to come up. Savannah looking left to right. Keenly aware of her positioning. Saw that right one, didn't quite get there. She's going to lean out still. Improvise to get there. However you get there, no problem. Good switch grip. Secures her landing. Got a minute 16 left, making good time. Savannah working the padlock, cliffhanger throw. She's got to get, again, that direction. It's coming out outside and just out of her reach. Good run by Savannah. Good enough for 13th position thus far. And again, we take top 70 over to stage 3. That is the goal. All right, Sayla Taylor out of Jungle Gym coming up next. Coached by her coach, Coach Caleb. Goes to one ring instead. Good static grab to those slots. Pulls down another slot. Nice lâché and quick move out of there. Tilting blocks, no problem. Definitely making up time as she continues to work the course. Actually, in terms of time, that matches our fastest time to the halfway mark. So Sayla having a great run thus far. Salmon ladder is gradually working up. Eyes up that T-ledge. Here she goes. Grabs it forwards, but gets out of there. And again, pushing the pace. She's still our fastest runner through that point. So 1:35 left to take on this course. Direction so important with your swings. Try to keep it as straight as possible. Oh, and she grabs it there. Sayla eyeing up that landing platform, comes in. Got one obstacle ahead of her, 1:12 seconds left.
Wind's right over there. I haven't seen Alex.
Already, I'd go out on a limb and say it's good enough for stage 3. She can secure her stage 3 position with a buzzer. Gets a good grab there. One more swing, and it's there for her. Sayla punching her way to stage 3. All right, on to our next competitor. We got Paisley Radkowski coming out of Alberta in Canada. Paisley, a first-year teen. Sherwood Park, Alberta, as she moves right along that balance through the gate. Another good pace that we're seeing out here. Salmon ladder, something a lot of our athletes will train, but an inverted salmon ladder, a tipping salmon ladder rather, maybe not as much. Paisley not having a problem thus far. Got both sides to tilt on down, eyeing up that T-ledge. Gets the switch grip. 1:28 left as she chalks on up. Working along this padlock obstacle again. Got to get a big swing and a grab, able to keep that secure hold right on into that last obstacle. Paisley grabbing the thicker cliffhanger, looking at this last thin cliffhanger ledge. Good squeeze to secure it, and the buzzer is there for her. Hits it a few times for good measure. All right, Grace Lawrence now on the starting block. Grace competing out of Maximum Effort Training Studio, Camillus, New York. Gets the far end of that bow, but secures her landing across. Take an extra swing here to go slot to slot. knowing that gotta get through in efficient manner. Gets that landing, is gonna chalk right up. Get some words on how to take on the second half of the course. Grace facing this salmon ladder obstacle, looking left to right. Good smooth move, up one. Oh, that left side didn't quite cooperate. Quick correction. Again, right side not cooperating now. But, oh, she looks like she wasn't quite sure what she was going to do, whether she was going to try to grab that T-ledge. Oh, and just comes off. Tough break for Grace. We got Lola Ruckus at the starting line. Our 2024 preteen female world champ. Lola got a big cheering contingent on the sideline. She's taking on this stage too. Doesn't quite have the same wingspan as some of the earlier athletes, still able to static grab it. Secures her landing. No problem on the blocks or the gatekeeper. Pushing the pace a half second ahead of our leader thus far. Lola competing out of Norwell, or coming from Norwell, Massachusetts. Gets one side up, and is she gonna go right for the T-ledge? She's gonna try to inch out to grab it. Good poise from this athlete to improvise, get there. And even with that hang up, she's still almost a second faster than the top athlete so far. Good, efficient moves to build her swing up. Reels herself back in for that cliffhanger landing. A little off center, but able to get that landing platform onto the last obstacle now. Cliffhanger, two trapeze, staring down this last cliffhanger. She gets it. And it's a foregone conclusion. Here we go. Great poise by that decorated athlete. Securing her buzzer. All right, next up we got Hannah Amaro out of the Midwest Warrior Academy. Coming from Elkhorn, Nebraska. Competing in Ninja for 7 years across all major leagues. Her family opened Midwest Warrior Academy 4 years ago to facilitate the love of this sport. Hannah moving efficiently thus far through the switchback obstacle. Cross those blocks through the gate. Again, once that locks, it is secure. She uses it to get to the platform. Hannah eyeing up that next obstacle. Salmon ladders. Looks like she looking at her positioning, trying to move. It's an interesting strategy, trying to move the salmon ladder up a rung to start. Taking a little extra time, but saves herself a move. Wonder if she's concerned with the obstacle itself, but looked pretty natural in that pop. Hannah getting that additional pop. She's trying to work down the right side. Not quite cooperating. Taking some time, takes an eye at that ledge, knows that it's a little bit out of reach. She's got to work it down, so good perseverance to stay with it. Grabs the T-ledge, but it just slips out of her hand. Oh, man. It was a great run. Good fight from Hannah. Next up, we got Skylar Awalt. Come out of Sandy Hook, Connecticut. Competes out of Ninja Mania. All right, Sky. Going sky high across those bows. Coming across now in the switchback obstacle. She's got a cross grip going on those holds. Catches the next one straight on. And gets that link dismount. A little wobbly on the tilting blocks, but doesn't matter how you get through them. She got through them. Only just over a second behind the leader through this first half of the course. Setting herself up in good position. Great pop. She's going for a lock-off move and then an explosion showing incredible strength. Gets that T-ledge and gonna work that swing to secure her landing. Gonna chalk up again here for the second to last obstacle, this padlock obstacle. Going cliffhanger to cliffhanger. This next one a little further. Really got to build up that swing, but keep it straight. Come on, Sky. There she goes. And secures the landing. 1:05 left. One more obstacle ahead of her. Sky's been on ANW Junior Season 2. Competing at all levels of this sport. Now on stage 2, looking for that buzzer to secure stage 3. Let's see it. Gets it. And it is there for her buzzer. All right, next up we got Kinley Jenkins coming out of the Warrior Factory in Syracuse, getting the countdown right now. Secures it, heading on over to the switchbacks. Matches the second hand, building up the swing into the slots. And gets that landing. Coming across those tilting blocks. All right, keeping it clean. Kinley will chalk up in a top 30 position thus far with her pace through the first half of the course. Looking to improve upon that with a successful completion of this tipping salmon ladder. One, two, looking good and solid here. Oop, needs to get that other one up so she can tilt that left side. There it goes. Kinley just missing that grab. Oh, she couldn't believe it. It was a great run up to that point, and after you're already tired from pushing that salmon ladder up, pulling yourself in, it is a difficult move. All right, on the starting line now, we got Charlotte Boyington coming out of Chester, New Hampshire. Countdown commences, and she is off. She's going to secure her hands, feet across that skateboard. Coming across the bows now. 1, 2 obstacles down, heading into number 3. and out of there across these tilting blocks. Charlotte repping Olos. Up and through those balance as we go up this salmon ladder. Not quite. Needs to make sure she commits and does commit. It's a thin T-ledge. But reeling it in is Charlotte. Gonna chalk on up. Taking a breath, staring down these padlocks. Good lead out to get to that cliffhanger. Coming along now for the far reach. Got it. Oh, she's a little bit off directionally. Reels herself back in though. Gets her. 1:13 left as she takes on her final obstacle. Trapeze, one more cliffhanger here. Very thin, able to get it. Oh, here we go. She can taste it, and it's there. All right, next up we got Maeve Murphy. Maeve Murphy on the starting line out of Tarryton, New York. Big fan of this community, as we all are. Loves this sport. Maeve coming out of the Grit Ninja Pleasantville. Right now showing some strength, getting through these first couple obstacles. On over tipping blocks. And secure through the first half of this course. 2:08 left as she approaches this tilting salmon ladder. Got that mixed switch grip going to ascend up. Working her way up the salmon ladder, taking a little extra swing, gonna drive her knees, pops it up, gets both ledges, both of these sides to tilt. Good quick pop over, getting that landing. Putting her in a 14th position thus far, taking a breath as she looks down this padlock obstacle. Maeve working this. She cleared stage one and just slips off. Oh, and a great try by Maeve on that course. Good fight whole way through. Coming up on the starting line now, we got Amelia Keating out of Linden, Washington. Life Force Ninja Gym hosted the Premier Series Championship. Amelia coming across, switch back now. Secures her landing with a nice link dismount. Just like that, a couple more obstacles down halfway through the course. 2:09 remaining. All right, here we go, Amelia. Each of these athletes clearing their stage one, trying to stay in contention with it. Oh, just slips off, trying to grab that T-ledge. She couldn't believe it. It's in 33rd position. She was moving pretty well. right, Allison Bond on the starting line now. Down to our last 11 runners of this wave. And we continue to push this pace as Allison working through these switchback obstacles. Guiding herself across those tipping blocks. And got it down. 2:11 left as she chalks up.
Announcement. Jay Lezak and Max Heimer, 2 American NinjaWorks athletes.
Got a nice form as she gets it. Trying to get that left side to cooperate. Gonna try to swing her legs. Inches over, try to power it one more time here. Instead opts to go get a far grab to that T-ledge. Oh, and a good poise to still hold on and get it herself out of there.
Season 10 World Clear Championships t-shirts, remember to do so.
Allison, a couple more obstacles ahead of her. A little off center right now. It's got to go straight, and not a problem for Allison. Allison Bond repping the Bond 007 in the back of her jersey. Running that first hanger. Coming across the trapeze. Got one more cliffhanger ahead of her. There she goes, stage 2. You only live twice. Getting that buzzer diving off. Excellent run, excellent finish.
Announcement. Liam Bollinger.
We will keep it going. Our last 10 competitors coming out. We got Zoelle Casey coming out of ONA. Zoelle, hometown of Orlando, Florida. And she is off. Got Coach Luke Dillon along her side as she takes on the first half of this course. Grabbing that slot over this next board. And links that dismount. Cross tilting blocks now, not a problem. All right, Zoelle eyeing up this salmon ladder obstacle. Little off center, corrects it. Gets both sides to drop. Looking for that T-ledge and grabbing a nice switch grip grab. Coming down the landing, that puts Zoelle in 15th position. Taking a breath now as we approach the padlock obstacles. Good move onto that second cliffhanger. Needs to build up another swing to go to number 3. Oh, and just slips off. But a great run by Zoelle, 15th. That should be enough for stage 3. We got Mackenzie McCandless out of Milton, Ontario on the starting platform. Training out at Aspire Ninjas in Milton. Again, each of these ladies has fully cleared, a little dicey off that skateboard, but we're gonna correct that keep this run going. Mackenzie showing why she had so much speed on stage 1, speeding through this course. Sliding herself up, and speaking of speed, she is a half second faster than the fastest runner thus far to this point. Back half of the course is not about speed. It's a lot more tech heavy as we get to the salmon ladder. Good pop, good concentration out of Mackenzie. Good grab as she secures her landing. Mackenzie taking a breath, shaking it out a little bit. Will chalk up. Already in a top 20 position, but trying to get a little more here as she's going through the padlocks. And gets enough for the third padlock. Good landing. Kenzie, plenty of time left, 55 seconds. She's going to take her breath. Clear is in her mind as she approaches this final obstacle. Good grab on that cliffhanger. Take an extra swing, get into that trapeze bar. Building up right here for the grab. One-hand match. And let's get a big swing out of there. Buzzer feels good for Mackenzie. A top 10 position thus far. All right, we got Claire Danner taking on the course now out of Newtown, Connecticut. Coming out of Ninja Mania, pushing the pace early, and just comes off of that switchback. Able to push through this obstacle, though. Ooh, saves herself on that sliding gate. Came in a little hot off of tipping blocks, but that will be a clear through 5 obstacles nonetheless. 2:04 left on the clock. Coming up the salmon ladder now. Claire repping a green bandana as she's working up this salmon ladder. Gets both sides falling down. Good grab for Claire. You can see that she is fighting. Gets there, she'll chalk up here. Think about her obstacle ahead of her. 1:22 on the clock. Working that swing. Plenty of times. Got to be directionally straight and look pretty smooth there. The regrip helps her out. All right, Claire catching her breath. Good initial static. Like the quick moves across this last obstacle. Looking for a thinner ledge here. Good grab. Gets it. Buzzers all over the place here on stage 2. Oh no, just like that, we Had a slip right off of that skateboard for Grace. Cannot believe it. Grace Schneider coming right off of that skateboard. Oh, you hate to see it this late too. All right, next up we got Malone Carter out of New York City Ninja Academy. Malone, such a consistent athlete, especially at the championship levels. Great link set to come across this obstacle over the tilting blocks now. Came a little off center, but she's okay. Gonna take an extra second to pop on down, but still with that extra second, about a second faster than our fastest competitor thus far. All right, Malone working the salmon ladder. Popping on up. Got to continue working. Right now she's trying to situate her hands, looking at both sides, gets a pull up, gets both sides going. It did not tilt down, so she's going to try to force it down. She'll guide herself to the right side so she can get to the T-ledge. The T-ledge is moving. Great control by Malone. Very experienced athlete on this course, demonstrating poise when it was not quite going her way. Nonetheless, Malone is staring down these last couple obstacles. 1:17 left. Great composure. Sean actually getting her to smile a little bit, take on these last couple obstacles like it's fresh new course. Matches that second one. Good set to get out of there. And pops right across. Oh, just hit it, but trying to do the static grab. She's got Lachey over there. Oh, and it's looking... Malone's got to reset her composure here. Good grab there. No, she can do it. Let's see it get out of here. Woo! And a run where you could probably lost about 8 heartbeats there. Malone gets the buzzer that counts. Did not make it easy on her friends and family watching that run, but hey, buzzer's a buzzer. We'll take it and go into stage 3. You got Mel Depp coming out of Alberta. Male to pop. Coming across, great link set across these switchbacks. Coming across the tilting blocks now, across that gate swing. All right, halfway through the course. All right, Mael working that salmon ladder. Mael coming across and it just slips off. She tried to go for the switch grip, but I pulled it back a little bit and it just comes out. That'll end her in 35th position. All right, next on the course, we got Mila Getting. Come out of Bradenton, Florida. Jungle Gym gets the countdown. 3, 2, 1, and she is off. Coming across the bows now. All right, Mila grabbing that switchback, coming across those slots. Getting the third one. And is out of there. Tilting blocks ahead of her and gets it. Staring up that second half of the course now. All right, Mila working this salmon ladder, generating her swing first. Good pop. Looking smooth on this form, enough to take both of those sides down. Good switch grip grab, trying to get herself out of there. All right, Mila will chalk up, 1:45 left on the clock. That actually puts her in the fastest position through this obstacle by a second. Great upstart swing, keeping it straight, keeping it smooth as she looks for this dismount, gets it. Still the fastest competitor, now by 2.5 seconds. Mila popping it on over, looking for this far cliffhanger, gets it. One more move to get herself out of there. And pops it, moving into second position.
What about that dance?
Mila taking it home.
You're supposed to do the comp dance. Have you seen it? No. It's ridiculous. It's some like.
Secures that landing. Next up, we got Molly McGovern out of Orlando, Florida. Also trains out of ONA. Coming across with a great link set. Takes another swing just for good measure. Comes right across those blocks. All right, coming up, grabbing that rope to get herself up to this salmon ladder. 2:08 left on the clock. Molly working it on up this salmon ladder. And tilts down the ledges. Another speedy athlete on the course. Did her stage 1 in 45.5 seconds. Will chalk up here. Gets a little more technical these last couple obstacles of stage 2. Looking at the padlocks now. Good swing. Takes an extra one to make sure it's there for her. This one a little further as she gets it. Trying to make sure she gets the direction down, secure landing, and does. Molly sliding herself into 18th position thus far. 1:10 left on the clock for her final obstacle. All right, Molly eyeing up this set of cliffhangers. One more obstacle ahead of her. Stage 3 and a shot at the title still on the line. Molly is pumped.
Let's go, Riley!
All right, 2 more competitors left. We got Riley Hunt, your teen WNL head-to-head champion, on the starting platform. Says she is a speed junkie. Let's see this speed in the first half of the course. Big pullback. We're going to see some link dismounts all across this course. Sets herself with another swing here. Pops on up. Good link set. Gets herself out of there. Right across those tilting blocks. And takes a half second to think about it before jumping on over, but still over a second and a half faster than anybody through this point. But on to the tech part of the course now. Oh, and she's just going to skip that. Incredible. Demonstrating why she is the head-to-head champion. What a pace. She is blistering through this course right now. Coming right through. You can tell she only needs one more swing here. Gets right through. getting to that buzzer, and it is there. Wow, flying through this course 30 seconds faster than our closest competitor. I'm astonished. All right, and down to our fastest competitor on stage 1, our last athlete on stage 2, Savannah Salinas, coming out of Ninja Layer in Vegas. She is also cruising through this course. Fastest runner by 4 seconds to that point. Let's see what she thinks about here. Oh, she's building. She's having a look at it. Is she thinking the same thing? Yes, she is, but she comes off and oh. High risk, high reward, just slips off. Walks off the course, though. She is all right, but went and sent it. She saw what was out in front of her from Riley. I love that effort, love that attempt. Let's take a look at that leaderboard now here for our unofficial results. Got Riley Hunt a full 29, almost 30 seconds, 29 seconds faster than our next competitor with that ridiculous send. Coming in second here, Lola and Mila. That is your 1, 2, 3 here for stage 2, team female. We're going to be tallying it up, sending you over to stage 3. Got to stay tuned. Get your popcorn ready. We're going to have a show ahead of us.